Hey guys, I want to cover a few subjects, and it's things that are getting on my nerves. It's like you've got people on here, whether they're on the inside or not, I don't know, but they're saying, oh, you can't you can't name people and point at them and say, look, this is out of order, like, yeah, what they're saying. Do you think I'm going to keep my mouth shut if I come across somebody that's going against the Ten Commandments, that's going against God's rules, right? They're dragging a congregation of people around with them, or a whole following, yeah? And they're going around doing this, and you're not going to say anything to them, then that makes you a murderer, because, like, they're going to end up dying because of the lack of knowledge that you didn't give them, because you were too busy being on the inside telling everybody, like, not to give any information out concerning these people. No, you're not judging them, but when something's blindingly obvious and the Lord says to speak boldly about, like, His word, then, we will. We will. I'll expose every single one of you out there that I flog. Right? There's a guy called Tally. He seems like a nice guy, but then, like, he comes out and he says, oh, you're being judgmental about other Christians and their fellow believers in Jesus and God. Are they? Are they? Because 9 times out of 10, when somebody's blatantly coming out with something that breaches the Ten Commandments, they've got a hidden agenda, and you'll probably find out that they're a Mason at the end of it. Right? So at the end of the day, all you lot out there that are saying this, I'm not going to stop. I mean, shut my mouth. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to shut my mouth. If I see something blatantly wrong, I'm going to talk about it. I mean, you'd soon jump if, like, I don't know, someone posted your kids that's supposed to be a Christian saying that homosexuality is cool within the church. It's all right. You know what I mean? You'd well jump on them. You know what I mean? You got a little son there and he's just received a message like that. Are you judging that one because he's into going to church? Well, no, you're pointing it out that he shouldn't be into homosexuality, and you're jumping on it rapid. You're stopping it. You're nipping it in the bud straight away. You got to think about what you're saying. You seriously got to think about what you're saying, and, like, you're guilty of so many people's demise if you don't tell them. And then the next subject. So I'm not letting it lie. I'm not. If you think you're going to stop me, you'll have to kill me. All right. So just shut up. Right. I might save a couple of people, yeah, through the grace of Jesus. I might actually save some couple of people by telling them what they were saying anyway, yeah, like what God and Jesus were saying in the written word. I'm not going by any man's word or woman's word. Second one is the rapture. Now, can I just say to anybody out there that believes in this pre-tribulation rapture, there'd be no need for a 7-year tribulation if, we're all just going to get raptured out of here. Doesn't it say in Hebrews that it's appointed for each man to die once? Listen, I'm not being cocky about this one because it's a real serious matter. It's, you can get cocky with things like, homosexuality and things like that. You can afford to get a bit, forceful with that, but, like, when you've got rapture, it's a delicate subject because you honestly think you're going to get zapped out of here and you're just going to get away, like, and nothing's going to touch you. Are you kidding me? We're all going to be right in the middle of this, and God's going to guide us. He'll take us by the hand. He's told me that. He says, this is what the heck am I going to do? You know what I mean? I'm just a little me. I can't take all this lot of stuff on. And he pointed me to scripture in Isaiah, and he says he hold my hand. So I thought, that's nice. But, I've got to try and help other people, and all I can say, right, all I can say is that if you believe in the rapture, it's all right, we've got a storm all of a sudden. It's like March, and there's just like late March. And there's all snow, there's blizzards, everything out there. Massive storm. Right, yeah, I mean, look, just do yourselves a favour. When you find that you're not getting raptured out of here, right, don't fall out with God. Don't blame him. Or, if you are taken, and you actually find that they're not quite human and they're claiming to be like angels and all the rest of it, and ascended masters. Ascended. Ascended. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. That's what I say. You know, and they're actually demons and not alien, and ascended masters and all that. You know, you're going to find out in the end that the demons anyway, right? So if you find out you're abducted by them and they're calling it a rapture, they're going to pull it off somehow. They're going to pull off a fake rapture, fake Antichrist, fake this, fake that, fake Jesus instead of the real deal and all that sort of thing. And then when Jesus and God come to sort things out, yeah, and the angels, it's going to be like, oh, look at that, they're evil, they're the bad aliens. And then they'll start firing harp and all the rest of them at them and all that. When I first started contemplating this sort of stuff, I says, oh, Lord, be careful. I know he's the Almighty, but I just think, you know, Lucifer's like turned lunatic, man, and it's like, you know, I suppose he can like regenerate, as it were. Yeah. I reckon God could regenerate an angel, and Jesus, they can all regenerate to a degree or something, like, so they heal themselves, and they've got like a proper tree of life up there, and knowledge and healing and all the rest of it, like what was described earlier. And then Satan tries to copy him, and it just makes me sick. Look, if you're not raptured, right? If you're raptured by those lot anyway, you rebuke them in Jesus' name. And if you're not raptured, just don't blame him, because like he didn't say that you were going to get raptured, right? Just don't sit there cursing him. Don't sit there stamping your feet, shaking your fist at him, because you haven't gone. Yeah, it's appointed for each man to die once. So stop the lies. Stop the lies, because it's not happening. There's the liars, right? The problem is you've got the liars, and then you've got the followers of the liars. Do you know what I mean? And the followers just believe what they're saying, because it's got to be Christian, man. You've got to go down the Christian line. You know what I mean? So that like the best case scenario is going to happen. We ain't going to see all this. We're just going to get zapped out of here. You know what I mean? That's what they think. No challenge. No one's going to get refined as gold, as God said. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you're just going to get taken out of here. Why do people listen to all the bull? Yeah, they just listen to everything else but the truth. And then you got the leaders. Now the leaders are the ones to blame. They're the ones like misleading people. Yeah. Oh, there's another thing that really, really, really gets me. People asking for money online. People asking, why do you keep asking for money? There was a guy, right? There was a guy, and he was selling a range of Avon products, like in a little bumper bag. And he was selling this like for $40. No, $50. It was $50, right? And it was for mosquito repellent. Now, what you've got to realise is, Skin So Soft, the green one from Avon, right, is about like £1.99 or something, or £1.25. You spray it on, and that's a repellent. Yeah, so what? I don't know. It's not a lot. And he was charging like $50 a bumper pack. You've got to go through all this routine like to keep away the mosquitoes. I remember that one, because that really angered me, and I thought, you know what? probably bumped up the price on that, and he's knocking them out, and he's meant to be a Christian. Then there's another guy that seems genuine, but then when you try and help him out and you're telling him, so like, you get no replies. So it's like, well, what's he? Is he just looking for attention? Is he just looking for attention? Is he looking for funds? Because he started accepting funds online, and it was to get out of there or something. You know, it's just people were just like giving him money, and it's just like, yeah. He wouldn't reply to anything that I asked him, and it was just like, he's done it twice now. He was looking for a job the first time. I thought, oh, bless him, you know what I mean? And the first time, he said his house was left to him, and it's just in a bit of a mess, and that's what he said on one of his videos, which was a bit weird. Then the next thing you know, you know, he said it was in really seriously bad condition, because, like, you know what I mean? I thought, oh no, what a shame. And then he wanted a job, so I looked out for work for him. I asked a ranger, like, you know, to see if he could let him on there, because it's a massive national park, you know what I mean? There's lakes there and everything. He was into doing all that, like clearing, you know, like trees, like fallen trees, dead wood, anything like that out the way, like, you know. He never bothered replying. I actually went and sorted it out for him as well, and he just didn't bother replying. And I thought, you know what? Forget you, man. Just forget you, because I can't, you know, if you genuinely want help, you'll snap it up when somebody comes up with it. Yeah, and to me, he's either deranged, he's mentally unstable, or I don't know. I just don't know. And I suppose he won't reply to me, and, you know, unless I just give him some money, and I ain't going to give him some money. So, you know what I mean? He can stay right there, you know, that's it, he can sort it out. Like, I mean, why didn't he get the police involved anyway? And that's one of the questions I asked, and like, you know, oh, no answer, guess what? No answer. So, I don't know, it's just, I'm sick of people lying, so you don't know who's like lying and who ain't, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just the plot thickens, there's a lie within a lie within a lie, and it's just one thing after the other. You know, people that you wouldn't expect coming out with stuff, and you think, you know, just stop asking for money. And then you got these big wigs, like these guys that are further up the field, like, you know, LA Marzulli, which I actually listen to a lot. I've got some of his videos, and I've like saved them on playlists, etc. Because they're interesting to, like, he's grabbed hold of the information similar to me. And I've been saying it for a long time, so it was quite, you know, it's quite a pleasure to hear the guy. But like, they're all selling books though. You've got to buy their books. No, you won't. I'll just read my Bible, mate. I can get it out of the Bible, you know, and ask for discernment. That's what I need. And God doesn't charge me for any discernment. So why should I go and buy your book? And they're all at it. All these people, they're all dolled up in suit and ties, look, you know. They're all the flipping suit and ties, and they're all like, well, hello, we know that it's a tribulation time, but we know... we're talking to you like school kids. We're nicking your money by selling you a load of crap in a piece of paper. Right. Do you know what? It makes my skin crawl, you know what I mean? I mean, not to say that all their information that they've got together is crap. All I'm saying is most of it's going to be scrap. But the thing is, even if it isn't, right, even if you've got like 99.9% of it like correct, should we have to pay for that? When we can just ask God for discernment, and he doesn't charge us anything for it. You know what I mean? Do you hear God going, well, come on then, hand out your cash before I give you discernment, right? It's going to cost you. You know, and they just talk to people like they're imbeciles as well. Some of them do, and it really winds me up. It's like, you know what I mean? Do you think... I mean, they misjudge people. That's where the judgment thing comes in. They misjudge people. You can see a man outside a pub, and he looks drunk, and he looks tatters, like he looks in a mess. And you just think, what's he drinking his money up the wall for? Like, you know what I mean? He stood there out of a pub looking like he's like flipping worse for the wear, having a fag outside. And a cigarette. To American people, and the guy, he could be like an angel even. He could be so clued up as well. He could be like just a clued up geezer, and he's just had a real bad hand of cards, and he's at the bottle for a bit, like, you know, he's like lost his missus, lost his kids, he's like, probably had a similar life to mine, like, you know what I mean? He's like, but he's just like got off on the wrong end, like, you know what I mean, and done the wrong thing with it. But it's just, you can't misjudge people, you know what I mean? It's like, if I see a little scruffy guy on here, I'll just like, I'll hear him out, you know what I mean? You never know, like, you know, these guys are really clued up, some. You can't like misjudge them. And then you got people that make videos that go, today is the 13th. It's like, wow, you don't say. It's the 13th today, everybody. Wow, knock it off. It's getting on my nerves. I've heard it, right, and I hear it all the time, and it's like, it's getting on my nerves. It's like, look, yeah, look, just give people a break. They're not stupid, all right? Just talk to them normal, right? Not like they're little children. The emphasis in the wrong places and everything like that, just to make sure that like, you know, they think you're brain dead. And you sit there, you go, and it's you again. And in fact, I like some of what some of these guys are saying. Sometimes they'll hit on the point and they're bang on. But they're just talking to everybody like they're like kids, or they're crazy, or they're just totally dumb. You know, today is the 13th. Right, okay. Right, today's the 13th. That's it. That's all you need to say. I don't know. I suppose if Satan's got agents out there, you know what I mean, they're all going to be like really exaggerated in places. And you see flaws and you just think, oh, here we go again. Do you know what? I'm still sussing some people out. I've added some like people that, you know, there's a lot of you that I really do love and listen to a lot. But there's others that I've added subscriptions because I'm keeping an eye on them, and I'm just waiting for their agenda to burst. I think almost all of them have like come out with their agenda now, but there's just a few left that I'm still like hanging around, like trying to, you know, it's go, come on, it's got to be New Age, Satanism. There's got to be an agenda that they've got, and I'm still waiting like to see what theirs is. But it's just interesting, like, because I watch people's behaviour and things like that, and so. Like I'm scratching my ear because I know I've got to do another round. Anyway, look, I've got to go, chaps, but you know what I mean? It's a blizzard out there, but I've got to get another round and I've been here long enough chatting to you guys. I won't talk to you like kids. Did you get that now? Did you get it? Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Because today... it's the 21st of March. Right, okay. Anyway, it's all right. It's early in the morning over here, so, and I work 15 hours, so like, it tends to get you like that after a while. See you in a bit. Ta-da.